Title of the Dungeon. Synopsis: after being sent to life in an orphanage, young Jake discovers a mysterious locked door in the basement. Using his resourcefulness and a few items he finds around the orphanage, he manages to unlock the door and discovers a hidden, underground cavern called a dungeon. As he explores the dungeon, he encounters strange monsters and uncovers secrets that have been hidden for years. However, just as he thinks he's about to escape, Jake is caught by the orphanage director, who reveals that he was the one who locked the door in the first place. In a final act of desperation, the director stabs Jake, hoping to cover up his own crimes and make it seem like Jake's death was an accident. Jake had always been a curious boy, and when he arrived at the orphanage, he couldn't help but explore every nook and cranny of the old, dilapidated building. One day, as he was wandering around the basement, he stumbled upon a locked door. It wasn't like any other door he had seen before, with intricate engravings and a strange symbol etched into the metal. Jake knew he had to find a way to open the door. He searched around the basement and found a few items that he thought might help him. A rusty old key, a bent wire, and a screwdriver. He tried each one, but nothing seemed to work. Just when he was about to give up, he had an idea. He took the wire and used it to pick the lock, and to his amazement, the door swung open. Jake peered inside and saw a narrow staircase leading down into the darkness. He hesitated for a moment, wondering if he should go any further, but his curiosity won out, and he began to descend the stairs. As he descended, the air grew colder and damper. It felt like he walking for hours, and just when he thought he couldn't go any further, he saw a faint light ahead. He followed the light and emerged into a vast underground cavern. The cavern was like nothing Jake had ever seen before. It was filled with strange plants and glowing mushrooms, and there were creatures scurrying about that he had never seen before. Some looked like giant insects, while others resembled spiders or snakes. He was terrified, but he couldn't tear his eyes away from the sights around him. As he explored deeper into the cavern, he began to uncover secrets that had been hidden for years. He found ancient artifacts and hidden tunnels, and he even stumbled upon a small chamber filled with human bones. It was then that he realized that he had stumbled upon something much bigger than he could have ever imagined. Just as he was about to turn back, he heard a noise behind him. He turned and saw the orphanage director standing there, a look of pure hatred in his eyes. "You shouldn't have come down here," the director snarled. "You should have stayed away from this place." Jake tried to run, but the director was too fast. He caught Jake and held him down, knife glinting in his hand. "I can't let you leave here alive," the director said. "You did too much." Jake struggled and fought, but he was no match for the director. As the blade plunged into his flesh, he felt his life slipping away, and in his last moments, he saw the cavern and the monsters fade away, replaced by the cold, hard floor of the orphanage basement. The dungeon had been nothing more than a hallucination, a way for his mind to cope with the trauma of his own death.